There we go. Let me check and make sure everything's all right, though. Oh, man, I'm a little bit tired. Okay. Okay, so that works over on YouTube. We're going to close out on YouTube there. And open it up. Go live. There we go. So it's there. And then there we go. Let me check over here real quick on Twitch. Sounds perfectly fine. Yeah, it's doing this because I'm not like on it. But that's what we did last week. Actually, let me open. Oops. We need to open up our Visual Studio real quick. I forgot about that. Oh, it's actually I forgot to change the text. Goal. On camera. Okay. So we can look at this real quick just because I need to kind of reacclimate myself. Oops. And I know there's a lot of people last. There we go. Put that back up there. Oops. Looks like ads are running now. Yeah, I need to probably tighten that. So. Yeah, so I actually have Thursday off, so I will be doing stuff. All right, so if we look at this, we have our our header file. So this is only for these floating actors. That's one of the things I do need to understand is, like these two files go together, but they're only for the floating actors. So if I wanted to add a camera, it would be a different CPP file. So I haven't really used Unity. I think the only other real engine I used was Godot, and that was this very interesting engine. I don't have any issue with it. I was trying to import stuff and the imports were failing all the time. So I'm like, yeah, let's just kind of move away to something that actually that doesn't hate me and wants to work. Looks like ads should be done. So I use a couple. So I use I have StreamerBot and I have Firebot. So Firebot's it's like StreamerBot but more user friendly. Kind of after looking at it quite a bit. So I'm going to still use both. Because StreamerBot has some additional things that Firebot does not have. But anyway, so as we look at this, our header file, of course, we're going to have, we added these late. So this allows us to change these actually in the details manager. So if you do speed, I think, so we have 50. So you can increase, like it was 20 in the file, but that's what it is by default. I think when you change it here, it actually changes. Yeah, see, it's going way faster than 20. But I just need to look at this real quick. So we added those. We created this. It's a static mesh component called Visual Mesh, so that when we pulled it in here, we have our Visual Mesh, and then we're kind of. So this gives it. I think this would give it a name, and then we're attaching it to the root component. So in Blueprints, there we go. So if we actually open it up, if I can find it, this is the C. Oh, we added a blueprint. I think we didn't. I thought we added a blueprint. Maybe we didn't. Oh yeah, it is this right here. So the static mesh. that what it was? I think was it a static? See, I don't even remember anymore. So if we go back here, yes, it was a static mesh. So the static mesh is the cube. We can open this up. So what this tells us is this is the root, and we added this visual mesh, and we added the mesh, and we called it that visual mesh, I believe. Yeah. So we added it to the root component, which we can see this one, which we can see right here. We added it. So that's all that is. Like I said, I'm just running through this so I remember. So this finds a static mesh component. It gives it this name, and it says it's right here. And then if this is successful, so basically if it finds this cube, then you're going to give it you're setting the static mesh to that cube, and then you're saying it's right here in this location. Now, I don't know if that's global or local, because if we look out here, I think that's a local setting. Where's it at? I don't even see it at all. Okay, it's right here. I guess I was missing it. But because it's sitting right here, so that is not 0, so we click it. This is the global location. So I think that just might be, hey, it's here by default. You can drag it in and put it wherever you want, I guess is what that is. Got your begin play, and then this is just so you get your actor location, you'll get its rotation. Then it's from all right, so running time for this. So this tells the delta height, so you're basically giving it how fast it goes up and down, and then you're doing the same thing for finding how fast it'll rotate. And then you're you're increasing the yaw the yaw of this. You just that's how it spins. And then I'm not exactly sure what this does. To specify, okay, so this sets it. So this sets everything up. So basically that's you're going up and down and you're spinning. That's all that is. Okay. So I kind of understand all that. So basically, like I said, all it does is this. It just rotates. I can add another one in here. We can duplicate this. My flow actor 1. We can go in here. We can set the static mesh to a cone. Actually, you won't really see a cone. Let's do I need to find something we can actually hear. We'll do this pipe. We'll do a pipe because you can see that. And then all we do is you just drag it in. So when we push play, we can watch it spin as well. But you see, that one's going slower. So it's going too slow. We want to do, so we can just type in speed. Because we added these float speed and the rotation speed, so we can increase these to 100 or whatever we want. And push play, and then it spins faster. So perfect. Oops. Okay, that's all we did last time. Like I said, this time I'm not going to do mainly C++ stuff because I'm going to because it's going to take a while because I'm kind of horrible at it. So on the weekend, maybe Sunday. Sunday my wife and I are going to see Less Than Jake over where they're going to be at, I guess. I don't know the name of the place, but so we're going over there on Saturday or Sunday. So we're probably going to go over there a little early and kind of walk around because it's like a suburb of a fairly large, I guess, fairly large city. So okay, so now we want to so what we're doing today is a camera. So we're basically like when we hit play, we're like in a first person type of mode, I guess you could say. So if we do Shift F1, we can how do you zoom? Oh, wait, we do this. There we go. We zoom out. My bad. This is our character that we're using. So basically what we want to do is instead of have, the character, like, instead of doing, you know, where we're a first person, what we're going to do is make it so we look like we're a third person. So, you know, the camera would be out and then, oops, I want it this way a little much. But yeah, basically it'd look something like this. Or it can, I guess you could say. So I do have that little tutorial up. And Unreal has a ton of them too, so it's kind of nice. Let me find it real quick right here. So if you, I mean, like if you know C++ and whatnot, if you want to learn, I mean, it's right here in this Dev Epic Games, and you have just like a ton of stuff. You can first person as well. There's probably going to be a top down and whatnot. So we're going to add a camera pretty much. So we have our couple floats in there. I like I said, I didn't want to put some, like let me think. So the other thing we could have done is, oops. You know how it spins like this? We could actually had it spin like this too. So if we looked right here, we could have switched this from yaw to, we could have probably done pitch. But the only issue is that then it would spin a little differently. I think we probably could see that. Let's so we'll push play. I think this would work. I think this might need to change. I might have messed that up. Y. This needed to be Y. Okay, so we'll that needed to be Y, I think. Uh-oh. Stop. Whoops. So we'll just compile it. And it's not opening up. Oh, it's opening up. Oh, it's going to take a minute. Hang on. It'll open. Very slowly. Wow, this is taking forever. A little slower. Oh, whoa, we went way too fast. Wow, it's taking 7 gigabytes. It didn't even open. I don't know where it's at. No. Anyways, we can switch it. We'll switch this back real quick. Let's stop it. So I thought we could have just hit F5 to compile. Dev, yeah, that should have been. Maybe if we hit compile over here. Compiling C++ code. Okay. It might be a second before we can do anything. There we go. Push play. Oh, okay, so it just goes back and forth. Okay. So then if that goes back and forth, then X is spinning the other way. So you got spinning this way. I guess you got... Oh, no, it'd probably just move up and down, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to switch it back real quick. Oops. So we'll just switch this back to Z. We'll switch this back to yaw. And then we'll save it. And then, oops, let me go there. Click this. Go back out here. And then compile it. Okay, so now let's start working on the camera. Let's create 2 cameras in the world. Since there are multiple ways to set up cameras, we'll go through the 2 most common ways. For our first camera, go to the Place Actors panel. I don't know. I think, where would that be? Oh, it's probably right here. Yeah, I think this is it. Because it's changed too, so here, I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. So it used to be, there used to actually be a thing along the side right here that would have all this stuff in it. It'd look like this, but if we look here, you know, we have the basic lights, cinematic shapes, and yada, yada, yada. So we type in camera, and we have our camera actor. I think it's the one we want. Yep, it's that one. So there's our first camera. Let me pop that back up over here, though. When this is done, the level editor window will have a picture-in-picture, which we do right here, of the new camera. And so let's actually spin it real quick. There we go. Let's move it this way. And let's angle it down. And then let's move it this way. That'll work. All right. Oops. So when we select the camera, it'll pop up. Okay, so the other way it's saying drag a cube in. This is I'm not sure exactly how this way works, but we can drag a cube in. Let's drag it out. We're going to move these out of the way for now. So they'll just be spinning out here by themselves. Let me push players. Okay, so they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, okay. I know what was going on. All right, never mind. Okay. I did that wrong. What we did a little bit ago. But we'll do this. And then I think what we'll do is we'll attach a camera to that. Put the key vector in place, add a camera component. Yeah, that's what I thought. So cube. I don't know. Camera actor. Oop, nope, that didn't work. The detail. Oh, and the details pane. Okay, so if you go here, close. So we'll click this add button is what it's saying. So there's what they're showing you is that there's a way. So now it's actually, we need to spin this real quick. See? Just so you guys can see. So now so you can either throw a camera out there just to have a camera out there, which is this one, or you can create like a first person type of view by getting out, a object and then attaching a camera to it by this details pane. All right, that makes sense. You should customize a camera component by turning on okay, so it says we want to constrain aspect ratio. Says it'll make it smoother as you go between them. Camera. Okay, so now we got the camera, the views for the C++ code. Here we go. So we'd want to do. So tools, it has our C++ class. Extend actor into a new class, which we'll call. I'm not sure what that means. We're going to use C++ class to control our camera view. We'll extend actor into a new class. Next. And which we'll name camera director. Camera director is already used by another class. Okay, so let's go back. Can we do all classes? Right here, we can just this name is already taken and used. Okay, so we can't use that name is what it's saying. Okay, so we cannot. I guess we could just rename it. Camera director sub. Okay, so we'll create that class. Add the following code. Okay, so now. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. So basically, it looks like we're going to add some new properties. I thought we could just add. It kind of sucks we can't just add it. That camera director. And the only issue I'm going to have right now with Visual Studio is that I cannot really type it out. That like a lot of it will so reload all. That's normal. So I think these squigglies are going to be fine. U class. Director. That's not going to work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to close out of this real quick. Then we're going to go into our C class, my project. We're going to delete this. I think we can. Okay, so we cannot. So what we're going to do, I think I did it wrong. I said use an actor. So I think what they were doing was having it named. Oh, it's not it. Game dev. Oh, where'd I have this saved at? Okay, this is bad. I don't remember where it's at. Unreal projects? It's just my project. Where's it at? Unreal projects, my project. Okay, that's what I thought. Unreal. Oh, that's Unity project. So Unreal projects, my project. Then we're going to do source, my project, and then delete these two. So basically, we went into here, and we're just deleting these two out of here. We're going to close that, close out of this, go into, oops, let me move this over here real quick. Go back into, where is it? Unreal Projects, my project, and then we're going to open the U project because we need to reset it because we when we delete anything in the C++ side, I'm pretty sure we have, if this doesn't work, then we have to delete a couple, the binaries, the intermediate, and saved, I think. Okay, that's fine. Clear, close, dismiss, no. Okay, so let's check it real quick. Okay, so it's not there, dang it. Okay, so the other thing I think we can do is go back here, open this up. Now this will open up Visual Studio. So here, camera director sub. It did not delete these. That's weird. Remove. Yep. Save. Compile. It is not compiling. Living. So if I compile, there we go. So now we turn off living code, which is fine. I didn't care if it failed. I think that might not do anything. Lovely. Okay, so I thought I turned it off. It used to be so much easier to do this, and now it's like, hey, I'm just going to be a pain in the ass. There it is. Okay, it's back. Okay, so we can stop now. Basically, I was trying to get the C++ classes back. And there we go. Perfect. All right, so now we want to do a new C++ class. It mentioned doing an actor. It says camera director, but we can't do, so director camera. We'll just switch it around like this. So the issue was I could, it says to add, it was saying to add these because these are the two cameras we have. It was saying to add it in this at the bottom of the class. Uh-oh. Did I do this? I might not have done this right. Okay. Nope, it's right here. Okay. But it wasn't showing this last time, so here we go. Let's try this. It says living code. I thought I shut that off. It's off. I don't know why it's saying it's on. Maybe in the editor preferences. Or, yeah. So, oh, it's live code. Yeah, I see it's off. Enable living code. It's off. Or live coding, I mean. That's weird. I don't know. I shut it off. I turned it on real quick to try to get it to work, and it finally did. All right, anyways. So since we have that set up, where would we put this at? Public. So what we're going to do first is cut this, put this up here in this public section, because I like the publics to be the same. Hope I'm doing this right. I don't. We'll guess we'll see. If this doesn't work, then we can go through and do it again. I have an idea. So we'll do property and edit anywhere. And this is going to be a actor for camera 1. I don't think that's the... Oh, no, this is... Okay, then we'll just copy this real quick. So here's that for our second camera. And we'll add a float time to... Oops. Next camera change. So I think we're going to... It looks like we're going to be kind of going between the cameras. Usually I don't really see the need to do this, but... I guess we'll see. So then in here we want to include Kismet gameplay statistics H. There we go. I think the squiggly will go away. That usually means it's an error. Why can't I open that? That's weird. It should be able to open that. I guess we'll see what happens. All right. So in the tick, so every single tick, const float and camera change 2.0 of F and const float. Smooth blend, because when we selected that option, it was actually I might need to go back and do that again. It was, which one was it? I think I might have already done it. Okay, I think we already might have done it. Maybe not. We probably didn't. Probably it's gonna be horrible. I don't even think this will work. I think there's going to be an issue. That's the thing with this. It's saying it's 5.6, but I don't know. Looks like we have an ad going here in about 2 minutes. And every single, not every single line, but almost every single line, you have to add these semicolons. It's to let the thing know, hey, this is done. Oops, camera change. Oh, equals. Oh, my bad. Minus equals. Okay. To next. I can't type today. Okay, so it looks like what this is going to do is, it's some arbitrary number. We haven't set it yet. It'll probably be set a little bit later. But after it reaches, since it's subtracting delta time, so every tick it'll go down and be like, boop, it'll change. It'll go back up and do it again, and go boop, go back up and do it again. So it keeps switching between the cameras. At least by how this is looking. Oops. plus equals time between camera changes. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Wow, I was horrible. Look how bad this is. It's like I can't even type. There we go. I can't even type. Then a player L controller equals. Oh no. So R player controller, if I can spell. U game. Oh, did this switch over? It did not. Did I do is it statistics? No. Oh, that's why it's not statistics. It's this. There, I did that wrong because I fat fingered and read that horribly. That was bad. All right, so we are having our player controller be equal to. Let's see what we got. This 0. Okay, so let's see what this is. Oh, there's an ad running. I'm gonna look real quick and see. So we have this. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we do this. Can we see what's in there? Oh, okay. Nope. Okay, we'll wait for a little bit. We do have an ad running on, and whatever, on Twitch, YouTube. So we're gonna hold off a little bit. I tried to be fair and not go past, so everybody can kind of see what's going on. And I'm pretty sure I have it off, but I'm gonna double check if I can remember where it's at. Ads. So I have pre-rolls. I have disabled pre-rolls. Disable pre-rolls by running mid-roll ad breaks. Every 30 seconds of mid-roll ad breaks grants your channel 10 minutes of no pre-roll ads. You could stack up to 3 minutes of mid-rolls to disable pre-rolls for 1 hour. Keeping your stream pre-roll ad-free, which is what I try to do. Because there's other people, it's so annoying. I get kind of irritated. Like I go to a channel that I like, people I know, and I'm like, all right, let's go watch them. And then they're like running pre-roll ads, and I'm like, that's BS. So I kind of get a little irked about that. But looks like we're back. So yeah, make sure if you're a streamer, make sure you shut off pre-roll ads, because I don't want to come to a stream and have to sit and wait through ads just to see the streamer. I shouldn't, I mean, it's kind of BS. The only thing that I'm okay with is if the ads were already in progress when I got there. Then there's, that's, kind of crappy luck. And I did. Okay, so let's save this real quick. Close it. We'll save. We'll come back to it in 1 second. Let me, because we're there we go. Because we are we turned that off. That shouldn't even be on. Okay, so it looks like it's good now. Okay, so we're working on this. Let's grab this real quick. So it's all right. So oh shoot, there's my mouse. So this is, this object. So it would be this, I believe. And this saying this is itself. And it said something about world object. I tried to read it and I didn't see it. I don't know how to make the things pop down. Oh, here it is. So it's a U object, world context object. So which, I guess our player character is. And then it wants a player index, which would be 0, which is why I had that a little earlier. And then we'll do another if. So this is to see if the thing is true, right? So it's actually has something, and if it doesn't, it'll just, you know, not even run this if statement. Controller, set view targets, which I'm not sure what that does. Oh, I know what that does. Okay, so let's get the other one. So this, oops, it's else if, let's get this other one in real quick. So our player controller, set, oh, get, my bad. Targets does not equal camera 2, oops, and camera, oh, okay, so we have to make sure it's not, here we go, so it does not equal a null pointer. I mean, I think that was it. Yep, it is. All right, so, all right, well, like I said, we'll go through this here in 1 second. We're just about done. I know what this is going to do. I can already tell just by looking. So the issue that I have as well, so if nobody knows, is that whenever I program, I can I understand what's going on, right? Completely understand. I will explain this very quickly here in 1 moment. Oops, 2, and then smooth blend. All right, so that camera 2 would be the new target. And then some of this stuff we're bypassing. I'm not exactly sure what. So basically, I'm typing smooth blend time. So, the blend time. The rest of the stuff, if you look, it has already set defaults. So we have to, it looks like we have to have this because it's not really set. But if we look here, all it looks like this one's set. This blend function is set. This float is set. And then this is set already. So the only one we have to have is what it's going to. But we're also setting a blend time, so it's not just like boom, like just quick. It's probably shifting a little slower, but we'll see here in a second. I think it depends on what the blend time is. Not. Oops. There. Okay, so that was the whole thing. So if we look at this very quickly, we can see that time between camera changes is 2. The smooth blend time is 0.75. So time to next camera change minus delta time. Okay, understand that. We do not have what this is, though. I don't know what that's set to, what arbitrarily it's set to. I'm not seeing it. We might go to it later, but nothing right now, as of right now. But if we take our time and we get down to where it's 0 or less, it'll run this. So it'll, time to camera change plus equals time between camera changes. So it'll set it to 2. Then we will have our player controller. It'll get our player controller and set the priority to 0. So if we do have this, which we should, it will. The first thing it'll do is it'll set the camera 1. Or it says else. Else if it's not 2 and the camera 2 is not null pointer, it will do this. So let me think about this for a second. So the first time it goes through, it'll run this and it'll drop out. The next time it runs through, so let's say it gets down to our 0, it would it should run this other else if, because the camera is not 2 and the camera 2 is not a null pointer. So basically it is something, it's not nothing. Pretty much. So I'm a little confused, I guess you could say, at how this would work exactly, because if you read through this, if we do have, I would think you would want to add this, and if it's not camera 1, so that we could skip down to this, since then it would be camera 2, and this, the next time it would switch, since it is camera, like it is, since then not camera 1 would be true, then it would switch back and forth. But I guess we'll see. So it says no further code is needed for this. So that's all it needs in order to do all this. So if we save it, So we saved it, and then we can go down here, compile. So let's see what happens. So if we push play, and we'll wait. Okay. Huh. Says the code will cause us to change the player's viewpoint between the two different cameras every 3 seconds. Hey Gurney, how you doing? I saw you were playing with some other people playing. What was that the other day? My gosh, I don't remember off the top of my head. You're playing a game. I think you're in a. Okay, yeah, that's it. It's a game I have not heard of, so I've never heard of Wildgate, so I'm not sure. So this is not working correctly because we were supposed to hit play. It was supposed to sit here for 3 seconds, and it should be 3 seconds now, and it should switch to a different camera. So if I don't know. Oh, that's probably why I've never heard of the game, because it's open beta, so it's not even released yet. Comes out in July or something. Okay. Oh, there's an update for Elder Scrolls 6. I was gonna look at that real quick. So April. So they're expecting to. Okay, I'll have to look into it and see what it is. And spaceships. Okay, I remember you were flying around in spaceships. I do remember that. It's kind of. It didn't look that bad on. Sea of Thieves style with lootable upgrades for your. Oh, nice. There's actually another game coming out by someone that streams as well. His name's Gamian. It's like a soccer game, and then like you have different people that can do different things. So it's like you play against the AI, and like you can like take them out for like I think it's like 5 seconds or something. I have it. Let me see if I can Steam. I do want to share this because it does look super fun. Steam.com maybe. There's a Steam community. Okay, so it's not Steam.com. But I will show you here in 1 second. Steam. Oh, it's store.steam powered. Am I even logged in? I am not logged in. Okay, that's not. Sorry to interrupt why my camera is removing my hands. Your camera is removing your hands? So I'm guessing you're first person, and then when you switch to the camera, you might. Uh-oh. Cannot see. I would have to start up a whole like first person project real quick. I'm not that familiar with. Oops, that's that one. Super familiar with first person. I'm not even super familiar with Unreal, honestly. I'm kind of learning some C++. I have done some stuff, so give me 1 second. We can take a gander. So are your hands there, and then when the camera, like when you push play, they're gone? Oh, yes. Hang on. Steam. My bad. Wish list. So while that opens, I did want to show this off real quick. Oh, here you go. Field of Heroes is what it's called. Let me make sure there's. So you try making your hands a. Let me see where we're at. Hang on. Like I said, I am horrible at this. Was it Liga? Maybe. No, that's all right. I'm pretty sure I understand what you're saying. Oh no, I did not mean to open that up. Oopsie. Uh-oh. Go away. I don't want you open. It's dang it. Nope, 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 nope. Bad things that might happen. Okay, hopefully nothing happened. I gotta check real quick. Okay, nothing happened. All right. I hit the wrong button. So I don't even have to do that. So when I just gotta figure out where it's at. That's right here in front of me. What am I doing? When you usually when you go into a blueprint, you'll have a number of components over here. If you're Oh, hang on. So set up my hands and everything. I see everything instead of. So you don't see your hands. I mean. Oh, so yeah. So you'd want to have. From my understanding, whenever you're playing in a first person, your hands or your arms are just like your arms. I think you want to make sure they're part of the camera, so they're like a component of the camera. Because then when you look up, your weapon should look up too, because that's what the camera's doing. At least I would think. Okay. It doesn't matter. I did it in blueprints, but that's gonna have to be done in blueprints. You can't. I don't think you can do that in C++. I guess you could. So if we look, characters. Hang on. Where? Give me one sec. Blueprints. There we go. I had to see. No, it's all good. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't care. Honestly. So what's our first person mesh? Oh, he's freaking like Spider-Man, man, 4 arms. That's interesting. Have you tried it? Like, what's this? You have a mesh, and then you have the first person. What? Why do you have? I'm confused at this. So when I push play, I don't. Do I have? Oh, okay. Hang on. I might have grabbed the wrong. I might have grabbed the wrong one. Hang on. Unreal 5.6 changed. They changed how it all looks. I'll show you here. Give me 1 second. Oh, you're using Unity? You would think it would be something similar, honestly. I mean, I would think. So let's see. Up. So Unity. Let's see if we do Unity, not seeing hands. Oh, actually, here Unity first person, not seeing hands when looking up. Sorry, this is all on YouTube. My bad. No, don't. There's no need to feel stupid. I mean, trust me. I feel the same way, and then it's like all of a sudden, bam! Ah, there we go. I understand now. So it happens. I'm using PSX animated hands. Okay, so on a top, like Itachi Uchiha. Maybe that's wrong. I don't know how to spell his name. Hang on. All right. Seeing arms, legs in first person. No, we don't want that. You're probably using Unity 6 as well. First person, not seeing hands when looking up. Probably not the same. Skin mesh renders. So, is it something like this? Where, like, the hand disappears, or is it... Please help. There you go. Activate update when off screen. Option of the skin seems to work, but this was 2 years ago, though. Your bounding box is not within the camera bounds. Your mesh. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you did that already. Okay. So it's still, so you're still not in the bounding box. I wonder if you can make that actually, that box bigger. I don't know exactly how Unity works, though. So let's look that up. I'm gonna lurk dark. Gotta play some Switch and hopefully you don't get the Switch 2, Gurney, because that's gonna be not worth it. What's up though? Man, that it might be a good console, but I am not going to sit down and buy a license for a game that I purchased. And if I buy physical, I should get it. No, it's all good, man. No need to worry. Like I said, I don't mind helping. I don't even remember what I was doing, honestly. So we're doing this. So you already tried the bounding box, and it's still doing it. That's so I mean, it's by most of my games is yeah. The issue though is that I mean I don't agree with buying them digitally. If I buy them digitally, I should have access to them whenever I want, 50 years in the future, which will not happen. I would. So not to be mean or nothing, I don't trust anybody. So you sending me something, I don't trust it. Honestly, I'd have to set up a VM and whatnot, and I don't have time to do that right now. Yeah, sorry, it's just I don't trust anybody, at least on the internet. Oh, Unity 6. Increase bounding box. Hang on, let's see. Searching. Hang on. Oh, yeah, you want to know what? I forgot. So do I have it. I have a shout out button for people at least on Twitch. Here you go. I will do that though for the Canadian variety streamer who's been gaming since the NES days. Oh, I don't know, I have 5 or 4 over on Twitch too. So I'm streaming to 2. I'm sorry, I better I'll pop this over real quick. So it looks like you can increase the size whether you're using C# or if you're maybe I would try that because that could be your issue. When you're, let me think, how can I put it? If your bounding box is this big and your gun or whatever, your hand goes out of this box, then that's kind of what's happening, is because the camera's not seeing it for, I mean, you got the huge thing and then the bounding box is super small. So like I said, try making that bigger. And it should, I'm not saying it will, because like I said, I'm not super good with Unity. I don't mind. I mean, eventually I would like to go, like, I'd like to make some stuff in Unreal. I'd like to check out Unity. I wouldn't mind checking out Godot. RPG Maker looked kind of fun. I know someone that does stuff in RPG Maker too, so a little bit different coding wise. But yeah, this is kind of what this is saying. So the hands were massive. I scaled them to fit my capsule, and I think that break everything. Well, no, well, it could be because, like you're saying, you had the massive. So since I think even if a little part was inside that bounding box, because that's what it was called, that's or collider, you know, it's what it's called. Since it was so big, it would stay inside. But you said you shrunk them down, right? So when you shrink them down, now they're actually moving outside, so they're vanishing. So since they're leaving this box, you know, that's when they go away. So if you make the box bigger, then that should solve your problems. I'm not saying it will, but that technically, from what I've read quickly, that should solve your problem, so you should be fine. Okay, so we were closing that out. I gotta go delete some stuff after this, though. We can close out of that. I got a couple extra projects open I didn't need, I guess. So we can close. I don't even see that. Oh, there it is. We'll just keep that minimized. So the issues that we're having, at least, is that we... All right, hang on. So the camera, so it's here, right? We're not possessing this. So that's the first thing I think we're missing. Okay, okay, here we go. My bad. I was trying to find it. Here we go. Okay, so we're adding that. Oh, here we go. So on the camera components, cube, camera, this we're going to want to do. Okay, we did do it. Okay, so it's constraints there. Into a new class. I'm confused. Oh, looks like there's going to be ad starts in about 2 minutes over on Twitch. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure this out. I will be doing strictly C++, like one of my streams on the weekend, because I have longer. That'll give us some time to do a couple of, hopefully one or maybe even two of the exercises. Oh, it didn't work? Didn't resolve issues, stuck at date with my scripts and scene with hands dead inside. So, I mean, one of the things that you could do is, I mean, so let me think. How could I say this? So for my master's degree, I had to do a ton of research, and how you word things can really help you when you're doing research. So one of the things that I would do is I would search for it one way, figure out exactly, because after a while, when let's say I search, way A, I kind of read a number of the different items that pop up, and then I can kind of figure out a little bit what's going on, and then I add what I've learned into a different search. So now we have search B, and that'll kind of start. So you're starting here, and you're slowly going like that, and condensing down. So that might help you figure it out. It might take some time. And in my Discord, I mean, I don't mind taking messages. One, I won't open up any links or anything. I won't open up anything that's being sent unless it's a message. Because I will delete the message itself if it's a link to something, or if you're sending me a file. So but my Discord is my name. It's DR Dark with 4 underscores. You should be able to find me. And I can look at it later. Because I'm kind of surprised that didn't work, because what I'm reading is that you're looking for, or you're exiting out of the because when you're exiting out of your, what is it called? I will think of it. Oh, that bounding box. There we go. Oh, looks like ads are being run over on Twitch, so we're gonna kind of postpone. Actually, shoot. Did I? I thought I saved it. Maybe I didn't. I'm trying to find something. Hang on, give me 1 second. Show. Oh, here we go. There's nothing. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. Let me look. Oh, I have 2 open. That's interesting. I didn't know I had 2 open. Channel. We can close out of that one. Oh, okay, here we go. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, there we go. I almost forgot. So I am on a Twitch team. It's the Dragon's Nest. Let me see. Where should I put this? I will put this in the Twitch chat. So if anybody is interested, I do need. Wow, I can see myself right now, and I need to shave and stuff. But I'm on a Twitch team, which is the Dragon's Nest. Most of them play games. I know, like the person who created it plays a lot of ESO. She does a little bit of Minecraft. And what else does she play? She can't really play stuff like I mean, she really was her favorite, like COD and whatnot. But in Fortnite, I think maybe not Fortnite, but anyways. But there's a lot of people that play a lot of different games in the group, but they're like a really tight knit, like trying to help everybody out with whatever goals they have is one of their primary things. So I am going to link that into at least the Twitch chat. So if anybody's interested, and you could see it over on YouTube as well as the top. It's Twitch TV/team/Dragon's Nest. Ton of great people. I like Tatsuya's the one that created it. She's like hilarious. I usually lurk in the stream just kind of laughing because really funny. Great, ton of great people. You could ask me whatever you want. I will not promise any answers, any correct answers, I should say. Any correct answers, they'll probably be wrong. I could promise you I will try to answer them. That's all I have. Oh yeah, but also, what we were having a problem with is we were not. So we need to. So he did everything correctly. The issue is that it's not. Oh, place camera in the world. Oh, we need the new class. Okay, hang on. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. So we have this director camera. Yeah, my bad. So how do you pronounce your name? Is it? I want to say Kara, but like I said, I am. Don't ask me to pronounce words. Or names. I mean, I am very bad at it. You ever been tried making games without engines like UE? Oh, so yes. So C++ has SFML, I believe is what it's called. Which is one way to to make games without an actual engine, but you use a library to do it. So one of the things that, well, so one first, I like a lot of the shorts from Pirate Software I do watch. He did have one on game engines, which is kind of understandable when it comes to what he said about them. Which is basically you only, like, if you wanted to like make your own because it's something that your game needs, that you need to make your own, then that's fine. But if you're just doing it to do it, I mean, you can, but there's other engines out there that'll work. And then the other thing he mentioned is that if you just want to learn how to make an engine, go for it. Regardless, just do what you feel will work. Do I want to sit down and try to figure out how to make my own game engine? Probably not, because I'm old. If I was younger, I wouldn't mind doing it. I know the Cherno from oops, if I can spell his name right, has made his own he made his own game engine called Hazel. I think you actually have to be a Patreon member to use it, which is completely understandable. It's the way that he uses that to make money, to kind of put time and effort and everything into it. But there are things, like I said, the SFML is something for C++. You can just use Python, I think, to make a game. If you have assets and stuff that you could put in, and I know, and then look at, I don't know. Let me look. What engine does, I think, RuneScape use? I think RuneScape just uses C++. Oh no, it's actually a custom built engine. Okay, yeah, they have a custom built engine. RuneTech, I know that uses C++. I thought they did. The latest version was first released in preview back in, I don't know if that's RuneTech 1 was then or what, but RuneScape has been up longer than that. See. So yeah, so even though like Warcraft or World of Warcraft might have used like C++, or I mean their own engine, it's still dictated by a language. It's usually not going to be a proprietary. Like Amazon's New World, I think uses, was it log something, I thought. Oh. It's like it's logs. I looked it up. Lumberyard, my bad. Lumberyard. Yeah, there we go. But like I said, if you do something like that, then how can I put? Yeah, I'm just talking now. Do I need to make a proprietary engine to do what I want to do? Not really. I can use Unreal. I could probably use Unity. Godot hates me. And that's really the three that I would use, maybe Godot, because like I said, Godot hates me. Or like I said, I could just use just the language by itself. But I mean, I don't need to. I don't really need to learn how to make an engine, but I don't have the inkling to learn how to make an engine. I'm still trying to learn C++ and trying to learn Unreal as well. Drones for like 3. Is it drones can use? Called the. What is this? Oh, we're using something. Built a fresh approach to simulate with. I had to see what it. All right, so I'm working. All right. Ooh, that's. Can you simulate how to? Can you simulate? Or oh, jeez, hydrate. Is it working? I can't hear it. I don't know if it worked. Oh, I can hear it barely. I switched it too. Oh, you want to know what? I forgot. Hang on. I will attempt to answer your question in one moment. Thank you, Paradox. Give me 1 second. I forgot to turn music on. Sorry. All right. Oh yeah, drink something. Can you? Honestly, I could only guess at how to do some of that. Because you're not really. I mean, when you're simulating that stuff, you're not actually really using it. Like it's not really air. You can you could simulate air, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it would have effect. Wait, no, hang on. Let me think. I can't even think of how to explain it that well, honestly. Because that's gonna basically boil down to what's being used. So it looks like. So I looked that up. I think it's pronounced gazebo or something. For strength. So more than likely you'd have. So the whole engine would have similar things to this. It would have sensors, use some sort of rendering, physics. So you would use the physics of the engine itself. Like I said, this is a wild guess, but the physics of the engine, you'd use that itself. Yeah, but I mean, it could be used for the drones. Because that's one way to use it. Great, faster, new. But you'd use the physics that's offered within this. So I don't have anything I think readily available. So let me see if we can find something. Shoot. So let's say Unreal, right? Unreal has a crap ton of stuff, really. So you'd have to go into, like, I think there's a gravity. No, I don't. Might not be under here. Like I said, I don't have. Yeah, so you have so if you look into, like, deep into the engine, or whatever you're using, it should have something related to. See if I can find it. And how you doing, 3DS Bro? Yeah, I don't know how to get deeper into the engine, But somewhere in the engine it would have... Actually, we can look into it real quick. So, as an example... And... That's just videos. Okay, so... Documents. See if I can find... Okay, here we go. See if... But basically, the engine or whatever you're using should have some sort of gravity code written into it. And then you would be able to dictate how that is. It would have some sort of... Like I said, I'd have to dig in. Honestly, I would have to dig into it to look specifically to see how it would work or what's going on in that gazebo thing. But hopefully you're having a good day, 3DS bro. I am trying to... Here we go. All libraries. Physics. Okay, so you're... I was seeing if maybe it have some sort of code. I don't think it will. It's probably proprietary. But like somewhere in the code, it would be... All this stuff would be written in on how it works, and then you might be able to edit how it works outside in something like this. So instead of you having to figure out how to write it all out... Yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's very complex thing is what you're asking. Honestly, that is like very complex. That is kind of, well above me. I have, like noob / beginner understanding of how some of this works. I mean, like I said, I can guess. But I'd have to look at code, honestly. I can't. Your research. Yeah, I would have. That is very true, Mason. And I mean, could I actually go and learn about it? Of course. I was in settings trying to change the language because I was in the settings trying to change the language because I had changed to Swedish, but then it went back to English. Oh, you're talking about the settings of Twitch? Twitch is just weird in general. Yeah, Yeah, Twitch is just weird. Yeah, I unfortunately, so like I said, I think it's Kara. That is something that is above me. I could eventually learn about it, but it'd probably take me like a month to do research to understand what's going on and then to give an explanation. I think it is well above what I am capable of. Unfortunately, hopefully I'll be up to that point eventually to have a really good understanding, but unfortunately that time is not right now. Let me see. In Unreal. Yeah, I'm just kind of taking a quick look. So runtime. Oh wait, what am I doing here? Let's go bring this over here. What is F? IT. I mean, honestly, I mean, this would probably be super. Yeah, that's well beyond what most people. Well, I'm not gonna say. Yeah, most people would be able to answer. I selected random, so I'm using. Let me make sure. I'm just listening to Apple. Hang on, let's do it right here. So I'm just listening. Oh, shoot, that didn't work out very well, did it? Nope. There we go. So I'm just listening to Stream Beats. And it just what's popped up. So I usually skip over the Christmas. Oh, that's just Apple Music. If you go to let me double check. Yeah, so if you go to streambeats.com, you can download it for Apple or Spotify, or you can just download the tracks yourself, which I did, and then I imported them into Apple Music. And yeah, and this takes you to a OneDrive, or not OneDrive, a Google Drive, and you can just download all this. Oh, that's all good. Like I try to help out if I can. I don't mind. Don't worry, I'm stuck too, so I'm trying to figure out. I need to actually probably take this, close out of that. I need to set the. Let's see, player. Oops, if I can even spell. Yeah, I need to, whenever I push, I cannot remember how to do it. I cannot remember how to basically assign myself one of the cameras. Because when you hit play, you're supposed to, after 3 seconds, what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to shift to the next camera. It's been 3 seconds and we're still here. So, and if you look around, the camera is not there, and you have this. See, I'm not that. This I'm a different. Oops, Shift F. There we go. So I am this sphere instead of this. So that's the whole issue. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I might need to make a blueprint, I think is what that might be the issue. We'll check real quick. I have so many tabs open. Hang on. Give me 1 second. We're closing some tabs. No, we can close that one. We'll need that one open. Close that one. Uh-oh, did I? Oh, no, it's right here. It's right here. We got it. Yeah, it's I don't mind it. It gives you a lot of options to do a lot of editing, but a lot of the time you don't have to touch anything. Like all the stuff is pretty fine. You don't really need to do anything unless you know what you're doing, and I don't. So once our code has been compiled, we can drag our instance from the level editor. Oh, so okay. Oh, that might be why. Hang on. Camera 1. There we go. It'll be our. This might be why. Maybe we'll see. What is this? This is cube. Okay, so if we look for cube, and what's this? This is camera actor. Okay. And then we press play. Okay, hang on. Look at that. Okay. Is anything? Oh! That's me. That ball's me. Whoa. But it's not. It hasn't moved. So I think that would be one of the issues. Well, we figured it out though. At least that little bit. What's supposed to happen is then we're supposed to switch to this one, and we never do. It's supposed to be 3 seconds, and then it should switch, but it doesn't. I think what happens is I think the code might be wrong. So we can look at that real quick. So I think what it's doing is it says if this, then set the camera 1. So this is still true. So we're always doing this one. So I think what we need to do is set this, hang on, let me figure out how to do this. And our player controller. Oh wait, hang on, we need to do this. Targets is not equal to. Wait, hang on. Camera 1. Let me think about this. Oh wait, we need one more. Okay, so if our controller's true and the camera is equal to, is equal to camera 1, I think this might work. We can try. Compile. Because what? Oop. I take my meds. So, because what it was having us do is I missed this. I missed. Oh no. We were okay. Do you make some money from what exactly? I have a job which I make, decent. I make like a little bit on Twitch. It's like $50 every like 3 or 4 months, and then I give half of that to St. Jude. No, I'm a noob at programming. I'm trying to eventually get to the. So basically, what I want to do is learn how to do C++ with Unreal, then expand that into creating a template for any project. So that I have a third-person template I want to make, and then I will also then after that go over and make a top-down template, kind of like Diablo or an older game like Bard's Tale or Champions of the Norath. There's what other ones? There's some other like hack and slash games I just can't think of off the top of my head from like the PlayStation 2 era. Dark Alliance, there we go. That was one. Dark Alliance 2, where that's more of a top-down type game. So make some templates so that basically I have a template. I can then just create a clone of that template and then make my game using, hey, I already have all the movement and everything set up. Well, no, I was thinking because the only time I really ever seen those games was with the PS2. So if we look at Dark Alliance PS2, it's like a Baldur's Gate. So if we look up, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So that's like a hack and slash game. No, it's fine. I mean, the graphics were okay. I bought this stuff. So if you look, I didn't I bought it when it was super cheap. Humble Bundle has some deals. I bought some stuff from there. And then I bought some stuff from, so this is, low poly. Yep. So that's how my games are going to do, is just a low poly. And then maybe eventually I might expand into more of the, actually I need to make sure my daughter's not at work. But yeah, then kind of maybe expanding into more of that, like, more defined, I guess, to try to make my money back from buying some of these. Like I said, I didn't spend like horrible. I I don't know, 6 or 7 things. I might have spent like $200, maybe 3, somewhere around there. Wasn't too bad. I have no timeline. Right now I'm learning, and then when I feel comfortable, I'll make like I said, a template, and then I can just use that over and over and over again, regardless of if it's a low poly game or whatever. I can already have all the movement done, all the looking, a number of things that I feel I would want in every single game, and then whether I use them or not, it's another thing. And then kind of expand it from there. But yeah, so I don't mind low poly. I mean, it might be low poly, but it kind of looks good, I thought. Clap clap game. No, but I looked it up. It looks kind of funny. Clap clap. Hey. I'm sorry. This looks hilarious. I'm sorry. At first I was gonna say I wanted to make a Zelda-like game, but I eventually decided not to do that. I might just make some sort of hack and slash game. Oh, ads are running over on Twitch right now. I was thinking of making like a hack and slash game, like I mentioned, like Dark Alliance is that type of game, Bard's Tale. Oh, really? That game looks... I mean, I'm not saying... I'm not, like I said, I think it just kind of looks funny. Let me... Oh, yeah, I was going to see if make sure my daughter's not at work. Oh, did it? Okay. Looks like she is at home. Okay. Okay, let me reopen that. I closed it. Reopen tab. That is not the one that... Clap, clap. Oh, you made the clap. Is it? It looks kind of. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I thought it was... Ray Castley from... I'm not sure who some of those people are, honestly. Oh, just kind of... Okay. Oh, so he has... Okay, so he has a couple. I don't know. To me, honestly, it doesn't even look that bad at all. It looks... It's not like... I've seen some bad looking games, and this does not look, that bad at all. Just watching this short little thing... I mean, it looks... I mean, besides... I think it's just because of the video size. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad at all. Oh, so what happened was... I forgot. So for this... Let me undo all this. Oh, here, let me do this. I will... Hang on, I gotta... Give me 1 second. Oh, I spelled it wrong. How do you spell clat wrong? Fat-fingered letters, I guess. I will... It's free, so... Oh, I didn't mean to push play. Can't... We'll install. I'll install it. I'll check it out. It's getting installed right now. Oh, shoot. I should have actually looked. Oh, nope. It's already done. Holy crap. That was fast. Gameplay is 12. Oh, it's not even. Oh, it's a short little. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get going here shortly. I'm just fixing a little problem I noticed I had. Me. Oh, okay. Oh, did we? Oh no, I didn't even realize we're in ads. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. All right, so we need to do. Hang on, I forgot part of the thing, which is why it's not working. So if we look right here, so we have this, and I skipped out on this whole line right there. So I'm just gonna copy this. Actually, no, we can just copy. We'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. So we have this down to here. We'll do this. Oops. We'll do tab. We'll do tab. Enter. We'll copy this out. And then we'll put it right here. We'll switch out 2 with, or 1, 2 with 1. Oops, shoot. 1. Then we do insert. There, oops, and there we go. There we go. That should work. But there's an issue. So if there we go. So we got our if. We got this one. We got this one. We got this one. What's missing? Because it's giving me this. It's not supposed to be doing that. Okay, well, we'll just push play and see what happens. Failed. No. 44.5 right here. That's weird. Hang on, there's something going on. Hang on, let's see what this does. That's fine. Hang on. So if we do this, that's fine. We do this, that's fine. We do this, that's fine. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot. Okay, I see what we're doing. Forgot that one. So here, what's going on? I did want to finish this real quick. Oh, gameplay 20 minutes. What a legend you are. It will mean something to me. Actually, I did it. I scale model in Factor Scaler. Oh, shoot. What do you mean by that, out of curiosity? So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually hang on. Going to highlight this. Yeah, this stuff. Okay, and we're going to I'm confused. Okay, so we'll go down here and see what happens. I'm gonna have to look and see what I missed something. Okay. Hey, look, everybody. Oop, there we go. That's what it's supposed to do. And then boom, immediately back. So we got it. Perfect. Okay, so we're good. I'll have to look more into it and see what's going on. Is it out of curiosity? Because you have LOL. Usually when I see LOL, I think lol. and Liga. So I'm hoping that's how you pronounce your name. Also, there was oh, that's why I'm using the wrong mouse. I have my laptop I used to. Who else we have? We have Keira, was it Itog and Mason Luna as well, that were, looks like they were all over on YouTube. So we finished that, the camera, so I will have to look back and figure out what I was missing. We'll look back here. Oh, League of Legends. Oh, okay. That makes sense. No, that, yeah. I'll have to figure out what was different here. I don't know. I'll have to retype it out, I guess, just to make sure I do it myself. But Croatian. So the funny thing is my aunt did some genealogy in part of the family for my mom's side. My grandpa's family came from it's like Germany, Croatia. That's what she told me. So some of my genes are from there, I guess you could say. Not sure about my dad's side, though. But we got this working. I was hoping to get a little bit further, but, you know, it is what it is. Yep, I've never been there. I wouldn't mind going to Europe, though, honestly. I think it would be kind of interesting. I mean, I would like to see some castles and kind of visit, you know, the Black Forest in Germany. I don't know, just kind of... Maybe when I win the lottery, I can go do all this. Me and my wife. My wife and I. But I will kind of real quick go through just so we can see what we did. So we created a actor. We named the actor Director Camera because Camera Director was already taken by something else. And I didn't want to use that because it was set up a little differently. It didn't have your... you know, constructor. It didn't have a tick function, didn't have a begin play, so I deleted it and we created an actor and named it Director Camera so it would work. And we just added these two cameras and this float. From there, we added the Kismet Games statics, which is for where was it? Right here. So then we kind of created some floats. And some variables, and then we kind of basically set it up so the camera would go shift between them. The next thing I'm going to do is maybe we could actually want to, before we go, because I do have to go, we will do this real quick with blend, and then we'll do smooth and see what happens. So let's see what happens when we do this. Okay, it works. Perfect. We did this. This is what we did. We did something. So it looks good. That's kind of what I liked. I liked it to slowly do this rather than bam, it's back to camera one. So it works. Perfect. I was curious and we did that. But for YouTube, I think my daughter works tomorrow. And we go shopping. So usually Wednesdays I'm not going to be on. I think the next time I'm checking real quick to see when she works. 16, 18, 19. What is 18? Tomorrow. So she works tomorrow and Thursday. So I will be back on Friday myself. And you mentioned Croatia, so I'm guessing you're in Europe somewhere. So I know it's probably like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. there. So if you haven't got some sleep, get some sleep. And thanks for stopping by. So, oh my gosh, what the? Jeez, it was on the wrong. keep setting this up and it keeps changing. Okay, yeah, I knew yeah. So so on Twitch, because I have Twitch, there's a thing called Tangia. So I can let me do this real quick. Here we go. Here we go. And so if you go over to Twitch, you can do this down here, and then I have a ton of different things you can do. Actually, I can hear myself. Let me mute that. Here we'll do this one. Banana Cat. Oh, it's on there twice. I'm gonna have to figure out it's gonna keep going up. I have to fix that. I don't know. Oh, I think I do know why it's on there twice. I do have this, so we're going to we're going to blind that, and we're gonna try it again and see what happens. So I stream on YouTube's to get my just to kind of save stuff. Oh, what that was? I think it was. No, it wasn't this one. It was oops. It was this one. So yeah, it's just a little fun thing for interacting. I try to get all the good ones with channel points. That's only a very small percentage. If you go down, there's just a ton more. With bits, which is unfortunately money. So I try to get all the good ones so people don't have to spend money unless they want to. It doesn't matter to me. I can't spend money on my own channel. It won't let me. So I actually need to update this too. This is all wrong. I have different stuff now as well. Which reminds me, that's something I need to do. But yeah, so let's do the Banana Cat one more time. Where are you, Banana Cat? Banana Cat. There we go. I can do them as many times as I want. Okay, so it's 1. Let's make sure it's 1. Yep, it's 1 there too. Perfect. All right. And it's gonna keep going all the way back. Anyways, like I said, I'm gonna have to get going though, because it is time for me to get up, or I do have to get up kind of early. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to come over and just kind of chill over here and talk on YouTube, then you can start saving up your points. I am going to do some stuff for YouTube, or come over to Twitch, I should say. But I am going to do some stuff for YouTube as well. I do have StreamerBot. Let me do this. I do have StreamerBot. We can look at some of the, oh, there we go. So we can look at some of the actions. And this is actually on my screen. Uh-oh. You want to know what? I think it's not. I'm sorry. So you guys probably can't hear that. This is actually on my screen. It's all black except for it's actually on my screen. So there's a overlay you guys can't actually see. But yeah, so I have this stuff to let me know when stuff's going on. And I was going to put some more stuff onto YouTube through this because I use Streamer or Firebot for all the Twitch stuff. So I just don't know what to do for YouTube. So if anybody on YouTube has any ideas or suggestions, just send them to me through Twitch, or I think it's Dr. Dark Twitch TV at gmail.com, I believe, is my email address. So just if you have anything, just send it to me and I will look at it and see what I can do. So the nice thing about this is I literally can, you say, hey, I like, give me a YouTube channel or give me a YouTube video. I can kind of cut it down like, hey, between these 2 times, I have a site I can go get it, cut it up, and put it in. So, yeah. So I literally can do anything with StreamerBot. Uh-oh. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'll be here probably Friday, it looks like, as well. So, Oop, wrong one. So I'll be on Friday probably for a couple hours, and Saturday will probably be strictly just C++ stuff. I'm gonna have to read through the book and kind of get a better understanding before we do that. So I have an idea of what to do, but yeah. So that's my plans. So YouTube, it's been tons of fun. I will. Oh, you want to know what was it? Part 4? It would have been part 5. Oh well. But yeah, I'm gonna get going as well. I got to get up in. I don't know. It'll probably be about 6 hours, I think. So, I hope you all have a wonderful day on YouTube at least. So I will see everybody on YouTube later, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. And I will see you guys Friday. So bye YouTube. Bye bye. Oop, wrong bot. It's this one. There we go. No. There.